Good morning, everybody. Coming back to me, myself, and I. As usual, you see me coming out. So I'm making these videos alone. I'm Eric Payne, coming to you live from my home by way of YouTube, Facebook, especially. I'll try to reach out to Google Plus, LinkedIn as well. I try to keep my videos as short as possible. You have to forgive me. I don't have my computer engineer who is here today. Came for the weekend. Helped me erase some pictures from my iPhone, or download some pictures from my iPhone to my laptop. I just got to go and delete the files that were transferred. At any rate, so forgive me. Sometimes in the video, I try to make sure I'm in place to effectively communicate. We don't want any barriers to communication. I'm Eric Payne on YouTube, Eric Payne Facebook, also on YouTube, Eric Payne Society Gone Uncheck Inc. Incorporated. Coming to you live. Just want to say, for all the good people around the world, the people holding it down honestly, not taking shortcuts, to the men, women, and children. Okay, honorable people, educators, professionals, especially educators. Without educators, we would not be successful in this world today. I'd like to send that special shout out to the teachers, counselors, coaches, professors, and deans of the world, especially the United States of America, and that is preschool, kindergarten, elementary, which is under that jurisdiction, elementary, middle school, high school, college, that out there teaching our children honorably, okay, children and adults honorably, and that are making a difference. The ones that go above and beyond that Call of Duty, taking that work home, making sure that action plan, that care plan, that teaching plan is in order, that you can effectively have an outcome on children. I just want to tap on something about education. For all you out there that you know that you cannot read and write, do not be ashamed of that. Do not be ashamed of that. Do not be ashamed. That is, you're part of that group I call it hiding. Sometimes it's embarrassing to you. I know sometimes maybe that you don't know what a person is saying, or that you can't necessarily read a sign. But you probably can build a doggone house. You know, I know how it is. And but I don't want you to sit back and think for 1 minute that you're alone. There are a lot of people out here that cannot read and write. And I don't want to label it as illiteracy. I like to label it as just it's very nice people, and people that just can't read and write. That you reach out to an educator, that you just walk in a high school somewhere or on a college campus, because there are people out there that get, for example, a lot of college students, they get credit for assisting people and stuff like that. Okay, but just calling the educators to identify and continue to teach our children. Give them tests of your own. Don't wait for the state board tests to come about. That you give children tests of their own. They cannot read. You know, that's the worst thing. You're going to a restaurant and someone say, "Here's a menu to see what you want to order," and you really don't know what you're looking at. You don't know how to read it. For example, if you want to go on that special date, that special friend, and but don't be ashamed of that. Get out there and I'm challenging you. Call me, and let's try to work it out. And not say call me without helping teach you reading and writing, but that points you in the right direction. To call some colleges and stuff like that to get on board with. Also, to the children, that you listen to your honorable parents, okay? That you don't get involved in not graduating, or that you don't understand something in class. You tell your teacher, you tell your teachers, okay, that you understand something, whether, especially in the areas of reading and math. Those are two very important subjects, reading and math, and English, 3 important subjects, and English. Speaking of the United States of America, but if you're around the world, your language. but English is an international language, okay? But that you, when you're in class, that you're in school, pay attention. Don't be afraid to ask a question. As children, okay, you're allowed to be leaders, be leaders. And I'm telling you, for all the geniuses out there that are smarter than me, okay, and smarter than a lot of us around the world, that you're children, okay, that you reach out to your mom and daddy, okay, because I want to talk to you, okay. I need your assistance, you genius around the world, okay. I need your assistance in a few things. That you teach other children who you are, okay. That parents allow your children that are genius, you know who they are, okay, that are smart also, all right, to reach out. Call on educators also, as I mentioned before, that want to volunteer their time, or even some college students that want to volunteer their time in teaching in my home for about 2 hours on Monday and a Friday. I don't have any money, just want to do it for the children. It's very important. I like to keep legacies alive. I believe in that, and I was mentioning that before. Legacies of a Michael Jackson, of a Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, even Andrew Youngs and the Abernathy's of the world, Jesse Jackson's, Colin Powell's, President Obama, Gandhi, also Mother Teresa, and Nelson Mandela, people like that. And I'm sure that there's many to follow, Rosa Parks, that we sit back and we keep legacies alive. Even of armed service veterans, generals in the United States military, who had visions and stuff like that of what's to be. I'm counting on all parties involved, all people around the world, to support our armed service veterans. Okay, that we fight for freedom here in the United States, in war and in peace, but even in other countries, that we care about humanity, that we care about the right to exist, that we care about civil rights, human rights, constitutional rights, victim rights, disability rights, and the right to exist peacefully. That we lay our life on the line daily. Something I'm doing right now. A lot of people don't agree with what I'm doing, but I'm doing is I'm defending freedom as we speak. In the very statements and comments and my writings and letters that I do, and just meet with different people. Excuse me. And so I'm just telling you all, don't forget. I am Eric Payne. I represent anyone against civil rights, human rights, constitutional rights, victim rights, disability rights, and the right to exist peacefully. Also, against misconduct, violation of code of ethics, violation of code of conduct, values, violation of values of this great nation that fought for freedom in the United States Army for 20 years. I was a teacher. I taught, counsel, coach, trained the trainer, got sustainment training, held many promotional boards, did slide presentations of and war and peace. I was in the war zone. Even then, you train. You still have to be physically fit. There are things that I took charge of. I'm not afraid of responsibility. I'm simply telling you that if you are in a leadership position, that you pay attention, that you go and you take a residential class, residential course in leadership, that you become certified, that you know what you're doing in the name of leadership, managerial skills, organizational skills, that you can effectively run your organization without fail, that you reprimand and reward as well, that you also sit back and be accountable for your actions, that you set the example for all the world to see, especially when you're in law enforcement or you're as a public official or even a business as well. These businesses out here, you're being held accountable. You can't sit back and treat anybody the way you want to, even by way of just on the telephone. Insurance companies, grocery stores, doctor's offices, nightclubs, lounges, bars, sports bars, dry cleaners, beauty supply, nail shops, hair salons. I'm just naming venues. Even your gym, your gyms that you go for to work out. Um, but any business, you have a responsibility to the public. If you're a public accommodation and you deny a person entry by way of disability, yes, it's happening to me. And especially if you're getting funding, if you're getting any funding, it's gonna be found out that you will know I'm gonna be getting funding. Okay? But you respect the disabled, you respect the elderly. And on that note, the elderly, I'm challenging all people of all races and nationalities to come together as one. Okay? We have a new election year, okay, coming up. I'm simply telling you from my point of view, okay, vote Hillary Clinton, 2016. I looked up her record. I've done my homework on the candidates. Okay? Anyone that is telling you for 1 minute to deny entry of any race or religion, any race of people, okay, that are citizens of the United States of America, okay, you're simply saying deny, for example, entry to the Syrians and Muslims, okay, who are serving army in the United States armed forces, okay, and deny entry to their mothers and fathers and their children. They can come in, but their children, their mothers and fathers and aunts, uncles and cousins can't. You can't do that. You're breaking up a family. If you sit back for 1 minute talking about denying entry to people, okay, and putting them on a watch list, how about the people that are criminals in this very nation, okay, that are breaking the law, that are killing, that are gunning people down in the name of public, you know who you are, in law enforcement, and your public officials not going on camera accounting for it. That you're not going on camera reprimanding, okay, scorning, that you and giving stern warnings to people that are abusing their power, abusing their position, okay, violating code of conduct, code of ethics, and values. These values, code of ethics, code of conduct apply to your basic citizen as well. I'm not necessarily talking about law enforcement or public officials when I say that. I'm telling you right now that a lot of immigrants are hardworking people. They come to this country fleeing plight of their own countries. They're allowed to do that. We have presidential candidates out there who are sitting back right now profiling. You don't never even met. It's just like the same thing they did with a lot of black people coming through the ranks, coming through the years. Okay, and I would say things has gotten better. I know where I'm at. I don't have problems with say, for example, certain groups that are racial. I don't hear about them. But I tell you right now, racism is alive and well. And a lot of you all that's doing that hidden stuff, have your friends in departments. I'll tell you right now, it's alive and well on Andrews Air Force Base. No doubt, there's no racial equality out there. There's no racial class being done. I know it's not. Okay, anytime I get a letter from a commander, hovering, okay, 11 Wing Commander on Andrews Air Force Base, threatening me that I was being disobedient out there from September 18th to November 23rd. But in fact, the day he don't even know I was barred from the base from the 30th of September until the 30th of October. I waited around the day and didn't come out there again until the 12th, okay, of November. Where I was dragged, assaulted, right leg amputee. You got to learn how to give me an apology? You're racist. I called your office more than one time for you, sir. You never answered the phone. You never called me back. You think about men, that's not what men do, especially non-commissioned officers. I'm a senior non-commissioned, I'm one of your senior non-commissioned officers. I'm retired now, though. You have a duty you took an oath of office, sir, for all services. You can be leading the United States Army PAC, easy. You're an officer, a colonel, United States Air Force, okay? You have a duty, sir, to misconduct. You have a duty to that base. And you're not leading that base at all, sir. You simply collaborate with criminals, okay? And I will be writing you a letter, sir. And believe me, you're not above the law, okay? Don't sit back there thinking you can pass out tickets and leave broken cameras, a threat to Air Force One, a threat to that president coming through that doggone gate. You got there to write me a letter after I got assaulted and dragged with one leg, my pants around my ankles. Ladies and gentlemen of social media, That is the kind of stuff I'm talking about when I'm talking about racism, discrimination, inequality, no love, no peace, no harmony, no respect, no justice, no equality for no one. Not for all, for no one. Okay? There's a person like that in a position of power. It's abusing their power, abusing their position, a colonel, gross negligence, with forethought, malice, blatant disregard for human life, and for a senior non-commissioned officer who's a disabled person under federal law of ADA, American Disabilities Act, at the Department of Justice that was really forthright under Eric Holder, but now Attorney General Lynch, and the President of the United States, sir, that you're ignoring the very President. You don't even care, okay, because you don't know the darn law. Now, I suggest you, sir, when you see this video, so I'm gonna make sure that you see it some kind of way. If you give me an email address, but I would like you to call me, 301-437-4305. And anyone that has a problem with me or they think I should do something different, reach out to me on social media by way of Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus, which I don't really check Google Plus or LinkedIn that much. I try to get on as much as I can. Or by way of email. My last name, Payne, Payne, ERIC 1965 @gmail.com. I'm telling you right now, enough's enough with the doggone racism out here, especially security forces. You have security forces investigators on Andrews Air Force Base. These guys are hostile. They're not doing their job. They don't have no uniform. They don't pull out their billfolds and say they're investigators. They walk up on you with malice and forethought, gross negligence again. And I know where they get it from. They get it from their commanders because they got the same attitudes. They all white and they're racist. And I don't just pull a race card, okay? And for all your information, my ex-wife was a white woman of German descent. 20 years ago, I took 2 lovely interracial children as well as my son in Pittsburgh, okay? We're black, and I'm telling you right now, we don't go to jail, and my children were not taught, okay, raised on discrimination, hate, inequality, trying to catapult anyone to a life of crime by way of security force investigators who still, after November 12th, going to tell me as of like January 7th, that the cameras on Andrews Air Force Base front gate are still broke. You don't even care about the President of the United States. You got there to call yourself a daggone investigator and want to try to prompt me into a world of back and forth miscommunication with you. You're not worthy of my time. And I'm telling you that right now. But you better give me my truck. You stole my truck. You stole my truck of a stop sign violation. I'm going to say it to the end of time. You got my keys in my house, my keys in my safe, my passport's in my safe expired. I need to get it renewed so I can see my children in Germany as I've been reporting you all, hanging up on me one after another, but not letting me talk to Lieutenant Colonel Hargrove, who's the Lieutenant Colonel in charge of security forces. I know he just got to know I called that people put numbers on his desk. And all you officers out there on Andrews Air Force Base, okay, that I made touch base with Captain Courtney Williams, Captain Mahaney up at the daggone level wing commander's office, taking a colonel's job in his own hands. Okay, it's not reporting to call. You're talking about misconduct. Ain't nothing but white people, okay, once again, in the daggone military, okay, among the ranks that are racist. No racial climate, don't care, don't even really know, don't care about nothing. And you're the worst kind up there, okay, that you're in the military. You sit back here threatening people of color lives by way of your position of power. Enough on that. Enough said. Do your job. And law enforcement, that you don't have, that's not on these bases, that you're outside these gates, you need to allow people to do reports on that base, against that base. Okay, so it's written somewhere. Don't sit back and say you don't have no jurisdiction being on that base. But when I'm off that base, I'm in Prince George's County, I live in Fort Washington, Maryland. I want to report down about what happened to me out there, because it's not going to happen. And that colonel was wrong about me. I'm 50 years old. I ain't never been arrested ever in my life, and nothing pending. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs. Colonel Holgren, is that your name? 11th Wing Commander, who don't answer calls, but you want to sit back and threaten me? Okay, when you got civil rights complaints I've done on your base against your daggone very people, because you don't lead the way. You're not a leader. You're a poor leader. You're what they call a bad leader. You have good and bad leaders. You're what they call a bad leader. And how dare you sit back and threaten to bar me from a base when you already barred me before? Was you going to keep barring me? when I don't have misconduct. It's a daggone great airman out there, and it's a senior officer, non-commissioned officer, and officers. You don't have no leadership, and you're not teaching no leadership, so they don't have any either. It's very clear. Would you like me to tell you the model? It's called identifying a problem. Taking on 3 courses of action, gathering information, assessing the situation, okay? Doing interviews, talking to different people, making a plan, executing that plan with professionalism, with certification of managerial skills and organizational skills, doing an after-action review on that on your plan. And you'll come up, sir, and find that Andrews Air Force Base is non-deployable, it's broken in leadership, it's broken in racial equality, it's broken in professionalism, it's broken in security forces that are a threat to the very citizens on that base, the guests, the children of the people, especially that are deployed, that are not being protected, that you have broken video cameras and no surveillance that can account for anything happening on that base, okay, and the home of Air Force One. Sir, that makes you in violation totally. How dare you? You better report to me with an apology. I was dragged, sir, with one leg. That's a federal law. That's a federal law, sir. You break the law federally, you go to jail. Jail. And I'm not angry. And for all those who think I'm out here angry, I'm an honest soul. I do not harm anger and resentment in my heart, and not even mad at the security forces. I'm disappointed that I'm a senior non-commissioned officer. I don't go to war with people like that. I would never encourage anyone to go to war with anyone like that. And if you think sitting out there, the security force investigators thinking you're above the law, you better go get your attitude checked, because you all have bad attitudes and you're nasty. I was with a minister and you didn't even know it. And he sat right there until he told you who it was. You still try to be disrespectful. When we wanted to pray, you wanted to violate our First Amendment right of freedom of religion. Okay? Enough on that. If I decide at that very moment, officers, anywhere, that I want to sit and pray, you better leave me alone. And so there you have it. Today is Sunday, January the 10th, 2016. This is a new year, and believe me, I'm vocal because people like to threaten freedom. I fought for freedom. I don't want anyone to want to threaten freedom in the name of discrimination, racism, inequality, disrespect. Don't know how to talk to you, security forces investigators on Andrews Air Force Base. You know who you are. 301-981-5656. You're very disrespectful. I know these numbers by heart because you hang up on people and you're not accounting for my property that the chain of custody was given to a daggone impound lot, a crime scene. What are you going to do about it? A crime scene given to the impound lot. But you didn't even do a damn report on it, security forces. But you assault me, you kidnapped me, you took me to an undisclosed location like they do in Cuba somewhere. They're going to verbally, you assaulted me, you dragged me my pants around my ankles, you locked me away and you let me go. That's how you do in Cuba. That's how a place like Cuba, when it was the Cuba, okay, before. That's how you do in places like China, these dictatorship countries. You're practicing dictatorship and terrorist tactic. Okay, well, why don't you just waterboard me when you had me there? The only day when senior non-commissioned officer retired anywhere, and not just that, but any city, I was the only person in your lockup. These are fools out there. You think you're going to get away with it. You all going to be one in the court of law, one after the other in Upper Marlboro. I'm telling you now. So be prepared. And don't think you're so arrogant you can't go to jail. You need to go to jail, especially security force investigators. Jail time for you. And jail time for definitely Sergeant Cosmo, a ship commander who I called to the scene, who I know to come banging on my window with a baton in his hand, snatched me out of my vehicle, snatched my phone. I was on the phone with OnStar and the command post on a recorded line. And no officer out there wants to take accountability for what's going on. An 11-wing commander going to tell me to go to the OIG, Mr. Williams, who don't call me back, who in fact the 11-wing commander told me not to call. So guess who's responsible, sir? You're responsible and accountable for anything and everything that happens or do not happen on that doggone base out there of Andrews Air Force Base, just in case you forgot your oath of office and leadership, sir. If you haven't been to a war college or something like that, okay, you better go online and read it. Okay, you don't need to do that. You better go back and reread that oath of office. You will go to jail on UCMJ, sir. I'll have you in court as Mr. Hogan, not no colonel. And it's going to happen, so be prepared. And this is not a threat, sir. This is my responsibility as a citizen of the United States of America, a senior non-commissioned officer who fought for freedom, a certified Homeland Security investigator, An honorable man who was conditioned to love, lead, and report by way of his honorable parents, Howard Payne Sr. and Virginia Lee Payne. That's who I am, sir. A very nice man. You should get to know me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sending me these doggone letters like you do of talking about my misconduct when I wasn't even on the damn base. Don't live on the base. Only come on to the shop. How about you address my Red Cross condition that told me to come to your base? How about you address me getting assaulted, sir, dragged? How about you address that camera if you look at it on November 13th, only because it was after midnight at the 12th, okay? You see me with my damn pants around my ankles and handcuffs in your damn lockup facility. A same non-commissioned officer with no charge, did nothing wrong. Only because you're collaborating up there and you directed daggone people to collaborate, direct these daggone these young privates and some of these sergeants to do it with your dirty work. I think you're responsible for that happening to me. Because me reporting on that daggone club, gentleman over there, as well as the damn presidential win. Civil rights complaints. I've never been arrested ever in my life, and I don't break the law. You better find out and still sort out the honorable people, 11th Wing Commander on Andrews Air Force Base. And today is January 10th, sir. I expect a phone call from you as soon as possible. I will be reporting to the Colonel of OSI, since Special Agent Patterson thinks that what happened to me is a misdemeanor. He's crazy. There's no honor code, no loyalty out there on Andrews Air Force Base. I'm a senior non-commissioned officer, 20-year Army veteran. No one cares. You don't care about the Army, and that's what I've been gathering from what happened to me. I've done the model of identifying a problem. At any rate, for the children that are seeing my videos, okay, if you see anything that's negative, okay, that may be a little curse word or something like that, it does slip out. But I'm gonna tell you, listen to your parents. You be honorable. You don't break the law. Okay, if you have someone bothering you in school, okay, or someone a bully or something like that, that you tell your parents and you get it taken care of. But please, parents, do things non-violently. Get the police involved. Okay, especially if it's something that wants that happening. If you feel like you can go over the top with your attitude, and I know how I feel when it comes to defending your children. I love your children. I want you to get a good education and a healthy start. That you go to college or join a technical school or in the military. I was in the United States Army. I joined the United States Army at the age of 18. And I'm telling you right now, 6 months after high school, I was leaving for the United States Army in January 19th, coming up, 1984. Okay, and I retired January 31st, 2004. A very honorable tenure. I had a wonderful time in the United States Army. I did some hard work. Nothing's easy for you. Don't give up. Quit. If you're trying to do something 2, 3, 4 times, try 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Okay? I worked on projects even around here in my home, even with a very video camera. And sometimes it'll take me, it took me a long time to even get a little assistance by way of my friend Rose Oak on Facebook about putting this daggone telephone inside of a glass. Okay? And it works out perfect. All right? And so, let's talk politics for a minute once again. I'm going to end this video because I don't want to keep it going. I'm not sure how long I've been going, maybe about 20 minutes. But that we be a part of history, okay? And history is as we're going along, even to this very moment that you wake up, that you do something for someone. Do something for someone. And young children help older people like myself. I'm 50 years old. I don't claim to be, I'm disabled, but I'm fully capable of doing a lot of things as I've taught myself. As I mentioned, I'm going to show you something, y'all. This is what I do now. I'll show you that I stand up. All right? I keep myself well groomed for a reason. First appearance is the last appearance. The United States Army taught me that. My parents taught me that. Growing up before the United States Army. I was conditioned by my parents to love, okay? Not to be discriminatory, not to be racist and hate, okay? Identify when you're having a bad day, that you don't take out on the next person, that you sit back and always allow you not allow your personal feelings to get involved in a professional situation. And for example given is that, you had a problem with your husband, your children, okay, who probably got to you, or some citizen of a certain race or whatever. Don't take it on the same race. Don't take out that race relation. Don't make it a race relation situation. And if you don't sit back and allow it to have you not deny a person care of insurance or of medical treatment, or of entering in a venue or something like that, or the DMV or something, you decide you want to hang up on somebody because you feel like that you're having you gotta realize when you're having a bad day. Even the police departments, okay, secretaries, you gotta understand something. Sometimes we get so frustrated by way of bad things happening to us, okay, that we call for assistance, okay, and public officials as well as congressmen and senators. You don't have to sit back and stop making your own decisions all the time, okay? But you sit back and you understand that you have a constituency that voted for you, and a lot of these directors and stuff of these high agencies, you know what I'm talking about, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, the DOJ, National Security, State Department, that you are appointed. Okay, you are an appointment. Don't send judges. You cannot take the law in your own hands, judges. You have way too much power, some of y'all. You're not above the law. No one is above the law. On that note, I'd like to give a shout out to the fathers once again, the fathers that are holding it down. Okay, that you hold it down honorably. I mean, when I say fathers, I'm talking about stepfathers, fathers who are just men, even boyfriends who are holding it down very nicely. I know one out there, the name is Jamar, okay, hanging out, not hanging out, but that's with my niece Alexis, okay. He's a nice man. He helps out with the children. He's not even his children, okay. Thank you, sir, for looking out for my great nephews and nieces. I'm just simply telling you that there are men out there, and young teenagers even, okay, that's looking out for their brothers and sisters, their little cousins, okay? That even, and I'm talking about men, okay? Men that are going to hold it down, all right, sir? I salute you. United States Army veteran, certified leader, certified manager, with organizational skills, okay? Condition to lead, love, and report. I salute you, okay, today and every day that you continue to hold it down, and you be that role model to your children and to the children around the world. That you be a role model in your life. That you be a mentor. That you reach out. That we reach out to each other. All nationalities, and I say them a lot of times: Black, white, Muslim, Syrian, Ecuadorian, Peruvian, Jamaican, Hawaiian, Panamanian, German, Russian, all Americans. Okay, that we come together. Okay, from Trinidad. Okay, Virgin Islands. You know who you are. And I'm naming many people out, the Ecuadorians, the El Salvadorans, the Mexicans, the Latino. Probably the same, I'm not sure, y'all, so forgive me on that. Okay? Cubans, South America, Central America, North America, Chinese, Japanese, Asian, you know, okay? That we all come together as Americans, all right? And we are Americans, Kuwaitis and Saudi Americans, Afghanistan Americans. Okay, you know who you are, and over there in the Far East, Middle East. Okay, that if you're here in America, that you practice our values as well, that you become Americans. Okay, and the ones that are waiting to become Americans, I can't wait.